Bonjour, you wonderful bowl of Angel Delight. And if you don't know what Angel Delight is, you need to try some. It's my childhood in a bowl. Today we're going to be looking at lower back mobility in the early stages of back pain. And I don't know why I'm moving my hands like this, but we're going to continue. Super important if you deal with any back pain that you get your back moving again. If you're feeling really tight, these are some really basic, simple moves that you can do all from the floor, from your bed, from the sofa, somewhere you're lying down to just get everything loosened and limbered up. It's going to take roughly about 10 minutes, but just super important you take this at your pace. And if anything does cause you any pain, either reduce the range of motion on that specific movement or, move on to the next exercise and just do as much of it as you can, okay? A lot of back pain will get better with itself over time, but movement is definitely going to help. So we go and get started. I just want you to find a little bit of space that you can lie down on the floor. And we're going to start off with some real simple pelvic tilts. So while you're laying on the floor, you're going to get your feet like I have here. You can have your hands on the floor, you can cross them, put them wherever you like. And what you're going to do really gently is just tuck your pelvis underneath, and then you're going to do the opposite by bringing your butt down and lifting your lower back off the floor so you can get your hand underneath like I have. And we're just going to rotate between those movements. We're not lifting our back all the way off the ground like that. I literally just want you thinking about like tucking your pelvis, like thrusting, pow, squeeze your buns really gently, and then really slowly do the opposite. Where I think about like inflating my stomach, lifting my lower back off the floor, like I said, hello, get my hand underneath, and just rotating between the two. Just gonna do roughly about 10 of them. The whole point is to just get your spine moving again. Your spine is designed to move. There are loads of joints that run up and down your back that need to get blood flowing, nutrients delivering, but most of all need to get those muscles to just relax again a little bit, okay? So if you feel little bits of pain when you're doing some of these movements, it's not the end of the world, but we want to avoid anything that's going to be like really sharp, really stabbing, and anything too intense. So just keep on wiggling for me, shimmying around. And then the beauty of this is, most of it's on the bloody floor. I mean, this program is called You, Me and the Floor, and this is taking it in the most literal sense. So now you're done with that movement, staying here, what you're gonna do is think about the side bending. So I prefer to do this from the floor because it's just a bit easier, takes the gravitational factor away from it. All you're gonna do with your hand, so I want you to think about reaching your hand towards your toe on one side and then reaching your hand towards your toe on the other side. Pay attention to how your back feels when you do this. Go really nice and gentle and try to stay really relaxed for me and try not to get too tense, but just shimmy and just try to loosen up some of those muscles. I often find when I've done my back in the past, you'll find one movement, whether it's some sort of flexing, extending, or side bending like this, or even rotation to be the biggest cause of discomfort. That's often the movement that we've got to learn to build tolerance in again really slowly. So if something causes you pain, don't think, okay, I've got to avoid it forever. What I've got to do is learn how to regress that movement and build up to it over time. I want you to feel like confident in your body. I know how horrible it is when you have a back injury. And I'm not saying that any of these exercises are magical by nature. It's just that they're trying to encourage you to move, build some confidence in your body over time, and just get all the blood and nutrients flowing to your back and all their muscles working again. So now we've done that, we're gonna do some side bends. Now, take this at your pace, but I want you to lift your knees up, bring your knees together so your knees are touching, and you're really gently just gonna let your knees drop to one side, really nice and slow, and then you're gonna bring them up and let them drop to the other side as well. Again, trying to stay nice and relaxed when you do this. You may feel some crunching. I just popped on that side. If it's too intense having your legs up, you can just do it like this. Still gonna have the same effect. And what you can do is just gradually build up after doing this routine a few times to taking your legs off the ground and getting a little bit stronger over time. So we've worked in some flexion, some extension, some side bending, and now we're just working in a little bit of rotation. You'll notice how slow I'm moving. I'm moving like Baywatch. And watch Baywatch. I've never seen Baywatch before, but I talk about it all the time because it's slow-mo running down the beach, and I want to encourage you to be controlled. You can literally do this in your bed when you wake up. You wake up feeling like you're a bit stiff. Oi, oi. Not that kind. You can just get your back moving and hopefully loosen everything up a tiny little bit and just feel a little bit better. Now after this one, I want you to get your legs down and we're gonna work in some flexion again. What I want you to do for me is just try sit up really slowly. Imagine that your head's coming, then your shoulders are coming, and you're doing this segmentally. Only go as far as you can, and then we're gonna come back down. You don't need to go all the way up like a full sit up. We're just trying to move segmentally from head, vertebrae in the shoulder, get that lower back moving a little bit and the blood flowing to the mid and the upper back as well, and then coming back down. If you can only get here, that's fine. If this one hurts, move on to the next one. But your range of motion, your pace, just getting the back and the abs moving. Nice and slow on the way down. Do 3 more. I just ate before doing this and I really regret it. So I can just feel the food moving around my stomach. Hey little Gwendido. You're gonna come do some back movements. Amazing, and we are done with that one. Next one, you're just gonna roll over for me, and we're gonna do a Cobra. You can start this one being prone, and it's about finding a range of motion that works for you, okay? You might look at mine and think, that's a little bit extreme, I can't do that. It's designed to be done at your pace, nice and gently. But the movement we're gonna do is we're gonna work into a little bit of back extension with your hands to support you. So start with your hands just a little bit wider than your shoulders, tense your buns and tuck your pelvis, and really gently lift yourself up. If you can only go here, that's fine. Over time, we want to move to just go a little bit further. If it helps to have your arms a little bit wider and not go as far, great. If you can only come down onto your elbows, fine. We're trying to just really gently work on your ability to lift yourself up with your back and use your hands for a little bit of support to just get you working into that extension again. Again, your range of motion, take it gently. This is nice and relaxing. We're just getting moving. That's the joy. Again, we're just going to do about 10 of them. And then that's going to be done. That was it. You thinking, is that it, Adam? Yeah. Because if you have just hurt your back, it's just important to get moving as soon as you can. Just get everything flowing. Rest isn't like the enemy, but this is a form of rest. It's just starting to build up a little bit of trust in your joints again when they feel like they're letting you down. And these are an amazing way of getting started. Like I said, it's not that the exercises themselves are magical, it's that the movement itself is important. So last one for me. And we are done. That was 7, almost 8 minutes. I actually stuck within the time frame. All designed at getting you moving again in your lower back once you've had an immediate flare up. So thank you so much. I really hope it helped. And as per, I hope you have a lovely day.